wheels again. Kinda had enough of them, but they need to be done to look nice for the new owner of this magnificent Vauxhall Astra. If the things are still going like that, we're gonna close down soon. It's been really quiet for the period. It's starting to look a bit like uh, February, I would say. Really quiet. So we'll see. But now we have to get the wheels ready on the Vauxhall, and by tomorrow I'll get on with the paint and everything. By the way, we just took the wheels off, and then we did notice something. And guess what? On the other side, on this side here, look there, look. What do you reckon? Is quite a big part of the spring is missing, so that one will need to be replaced. The brakes are good. Yeah, so now we're gonna keep up with the painting on the wheels, and we'll see from there. Maybe tomorrow I'll get on with the paint. The Dacia had the paint done, some touch-ups here and there to look at a bit more presentable, because, well, why not? It's not like the kind of car you want to spend too much time on it anyway. Who knows when it's gonna sell, but overall looks a bit more decent now. Although all the paint marks are pretty much visible now. But if it's a bit dusty, like our yard is, you might get on with it like that and just sell it as it is. People will not notice it too much. So yeah, let's get going with the wheels, and we'll see from there later on. Right guys, so I know it sounds like a haunted house in here. So we're doing wheels again. I'll just show you quick how to do it. If you want to do it yourself, it's not hard. If you're paying enough attention. Where the hell I put that thing? It's missing again. Yeah, so what we did initially, which I haven't filmed anyway, you can see the wheel has been used the scuff pad just to do all the shiny part, to move all the lacquer with a bit of you can use like 320 or 400 grit as well, just to level it to make it more refined. If you're doing it for yourself, you want to look good, I mean much better, you can do that. Otherwise you can just use a scuff pad, take all the paint off. This one had a bit of a sanding around here, like grinding a little bit the sides here, because they had some marks. They weren't that bad anyway, but we decided to do them just to look more presentable. And now the next step now is just to protect the tire. Obviously you have to protect the tires. Come on. There's a bit of a mess in here, but I will try to be as much. Let's put this closer somehow. Right. But I lost my valve cap cover. I think it's been taken away by the wind. Anyway, let's put this one through first. So these things are just like some panel testing test panels for paint. You can buy them on eBay for about like 12-11 quids, I don't know, something like that, or 15, can't remember. Just put them around the way of doing them. After, obviously, give them a scuff, is to use some white primer. The reason I'm doing this, because if you're using like gray primer, you will not see how well you have covered with the paint or not, you know. So sometimes there might be like just primer instead of paint, and you just add lacquer over it. It doesn't look bad, but will not look too well overall. Oh yeah. So now we're gonna clean them a bit with some panel prep, wipe them off. the standard panel prep, panel wipe, panel prep, whatever it's called. Degreaser, you can use like alcohol and stuff like that. It works well, take all the contaminants. Because if you have a bad reaction on one of it, you have to do it all over again, so it will not be pleasant. Right. So first step now, we're gonna use some, where is it? Why is everything is disappearing? Oh yeah, that's here. Right, so we have this white primer. It's a standard white primer. Shake it well. And just apply like a dusting coat all over it. Not too much because we're gonna have runs, you know. Apply dusting coat just to make like a good bonding contact area for the second coat. This is just like this. Normally now you have to wait like 10-15 minutes, but I don't have time to wait, so I'll use the heat gun. I'll just go around it. Come on. Yeah, looks better now. Yeah. So I just use the heat gun. I'll just put it on level 3 and moving constantly. You just go around it. Don't keep it in one place because you will burn the paint, because this thing is going like 350 Celsius now. So yeah, you have to pay attention. And just go around, keep moving, get moving. It's like using an oven, to be honest, overall. But keep using, keep going, keep moving, until it looks a bit dry, right? The good part about it is like you're heating up the wheel a bit as well, so when you're applying the second coat, we'll have a better temperature to bond, and obviously it's gonna dry quicker as well. So it doesn't matter how cold it's outside. If you keep them hot, we can do them, and you will not have any problems. Right, so that will be enough for now. I'm gonna leave that one there, and then reapplying the second coat of primer, which will be a more consistent coat, better coverage and stuff like that. I mean, you don't really have to put it like perfect like paint and stuff like that, just to get a better coverage. So just go round and round. Obviously you don't have to overlay it, you just do it like this. The idea is to get a better bonding surface for the paint. Alright, this should be enough. Then obviously we're gonna take the heat gun again, put it on level 3. By the way, this is like a tool station 1, the wrapper. That's the job. About 25 quids. And just go again all over it to help it dry quicker. That's the noise the tent is making when it's windy outside. I'm starting to lose the confidence that it's gonna be fine for the winter, unless we don't want some extra, I don't know, some straps over it to keep it, to hold it on the ground. Otherwise something is gonna fly away. But that's the job for now. Right, so now the second coat of primer is nearly dried up, which is fine. Now it's the first coat of paint. The first coat of paint will be the same as the primer. It just add a dusting coat to create a bit of a bedding for it. Then you just go with a more covering coat, you just pay attention to cover all the sides and stuff. Some of the wheels are so weird shapes and stuff, you have to go around it like that and like that, which is starting to be annoying for me, because when the can is like under half, when you put it in like that, will not be doing the job well anymore. It's gonna like you lose pressure, just make like spots and stuff like that, so that is not really helpful. But this is what we have now, and this is something everyone can do at his home play, at its home. Right, so this is the first layer of paint, and as you can see, it's just few places here and there, just go around it, dust it, just dusting coat. That's why it's called dusting coat, create like a bit of a dust. And of course now, because I'm a lazy guy and I don't have time to wait as well, we're gonna get a heat gun and go around it. Alright, this is not who it is. We're gonna help dry it out. The whole idea of it is just to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. So you will disperse the heat all over it. And you will not burn it either. Alright, this should be alright. It's only 1 minute, you need to keep it for 1 minute, then you can go again with the second coat. This will be more like coverage coat. You pay attention where you're going, you look on all the crannies and stuff like that, just to cover everything. But as I said, this one is going under half now, so it's giving me a bit of a trouble. Putting everything, getting a good coverage. Look. Exactly what I was saying, so yeah, I'll have to leave the wheel. And always, if you have like a closed space, get yourself a mask. So you just go all over it with a good coverage coat. That should be alright. Same again. That will do. Right. Next step now is to add the lacquer. By the way, what I was saying about cans, what I don't like about them, is this here. Come on. So you can see here what happened because of the drops from the can. Normally you have to wipe it all the time to wipe the, how do you call it? You have to clean it here all the time. You have to be attention to clean it all the time because the paint, by some reason, stays there, and from time to time it just drops and makes these spots which are ugly. This one here and this one here. Anyway, we're not wheels technicians. I think it's like decent enough as it is. And now I have to apply the lacquer. I'll put the wheel like that because the lacquer is even worse than the paint, and you can't really see the good coverage because obviously it's clear and gloss. It will be hard to do good coverage, you know. So if you're doing it like that, it will be easier to go to these spaces here and here. You have a better vision, and the can is gonna stay like that, you know, which will be much more helpful on what you're doing. So this will be the last one for today. It's 6 o'clock. We finish this one and we can call it a day. So with the lacquer you go the same. You just go like this in a dusting manner. To make like a good bonding surface. Then obviously we're gonna stay with the heat gun and help it out, or help us out. And this one we can stay more from the distance and just go like that because the heat is gonna go around it now. With him now it's just it's still a bit warm from the previous warm sessions. That will do. Now we're getting with the second coat. A bit more of a, I mean, it's up to you. You can do 2 coats or you can do 3 coats. I usually do 2. One a bit like dusting one, then I just put a heavy coat after, and it's enough for it. You don't want to, if you prepping the car to sell it, you don't want to make them too shiny because they'll somehow catch up attention if you have imperfections and stuff like that, you know. So as I said, this is up to you. That will go quickly on it so we don't get any runs. I mean, if you get runs on the clear coat, you shouldn't be too worried about it because you can always, when will cure, you can always go and sand it down and just apply a bit of a polish with hand and everything, and it's gonna be, will look okay again. So it's not the problem when you get runs. Problem is with paint, or the primer might be an issue, because you have to sand it, you have to wait for it to dry, to cure, then you have to sand it, then you have to go again with the whole process, and it just makes your life much more complicated than you want. So I don't want to complicate my life. So you have to do it with patience. I mean, if you're not confident enough, you can use like 3 coats of primer. Light coats, like 3, 4 even. Same with the paint, same with the lacquer, and also this way you avoid having runs. But from what I've learned till now, I haven't had any problems by just applying 2 coats each. Yeah, this one is dry as well. We can remove the tire protection, and now they're ready to go back on the car. But not today, because tomorrow morning we'll have to do the spring. Luckily it's just the spring, we don't have to do other parts. Everything looks fine. All the suspension parts, they've been replaced recently, so yeah, we bought like part-worn tires for about 40 quids each, including fitting. Good decent tires, so we saved about, I think, like about nearly 100 quids compared with buying new tires, which is not a lot, but it counts overall. And we spent another, I think it's like 40 quids for the spring. And what else do we have aboard? It doesn't need a service, it just had one. It does need an MOT, so we still have to go to the MOT to pass the MOT and see there. But overall, by Friday it should be ready to sell. So anyway, this is the final product. As you can see, it looks pretty decent. No runs and stuff like that. I mean, still the colors are a bit weird on the camera, but it's just really flat and nice. But as I said, this is one of the easiest we did till now. We had not too much repair to do. Let's cut this one off now. So we didn't have to do too many repairs on it, especially on the wheels, and the wheels sometimes can take you a whole day if they are complicated. This one here, what I was telling about runs, this one here has got this here. I don't know why, it's more like a reaction than a run, but I will leave it to dry up till tomorrow. Same here, and then I'll just sand it down, then go with a bit of polish, and it'll be fine. So yeah, but that was on the last part where it was the lacquer. So I'm not fussed about the lacquer. I mean, if this is a problem, I just can apply back lacquer again, so it's not an issue. Yeah, so had a bloody long day again. I'm getting old now. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy it, please press that subscribe like button and then the bell button, and I promise to get more and more videos on the channel, in more in-detail videos regarding how to do, I don't know, wheels, how to fix small paint repairs, stuff like that. I'll put some information about the products we use. At the moment we're just using everything is in like 25 liters, you know, so it's just like companies here. So all the stuff is there, like chemicals. These companies we work with will only sell to trade customers like us, and doesn't make any sense to get their name there, because you will not find them anywhere. They're just like guys with vans, just traveling up and down the country and just popping by and just sell it from the van, whatever you need. Anyway, that's it for now, and see you back again when the Astra and Mr. Sandero will be ready done. We still have to do some cleaning inside on the Sandero. The Vauxhall is done. Alright, take care.